Hello friends. Today I am going to show you how to weave the continuation of the sleeves. Would like to know how to knit them? Join me from beginning to end to watch this video. This size is a large size. My model is a size small but still looks good on it. Super beautiful, as you can tell. Is a diamond stitch. Is an open work. Very nice. Here in this part, look, you have some beautiful puffs that make her look super special. And on the side of the back, that's what it looks like. Super coquette. And you can use it with a top, as she brings it, at this time to keep you fresh. You can also wear it with a strapless, or itself with any garment. To be facilitated or to be very comfortable. Sleeve 3/4 plus size. And remember that I left indications for size 1. Medium, large and extra large. What do you think, having said this? As we begin. Today we are going to work with this type of material. Is such a thin material. In this case you can use, for example, the glass. May be an option. You can use the style of tamulali, for example. Which others can you use? Well, a material that is so super thin. 1 mm thick. On this occasion I am going to use this type of material, is mercerized yarn. Remember that it was perfect with the glass, and for this we will need 3 medegitas of this. My size I am going to make a large size of in this case. I'm going to take the one from the center out of it. And we are going to weave. First with a crochet we will show 2.5 millimeters. 2.5 mm. Let's start on this occasion, watch out. Small and medium size can be crocheted with crochet de 2 mm. This is only if you want to follow the video step by step. In this case we are going to do the following. We go here to secure our first stitch, and I will knit 1 2 3 and 4 double looped chain stitches. And at the first chain stitch I will knit a double stitch. 1 2 3 double loop chain stitches. And where I made the zipper, you a double stitch. This is the closure. Let's make 1 2 3 chain stitches. Double loop. And where the closure is, I'm going to go from side to side like this. A double stitch. 1 2 3 chain stitches, double loop. I will pass again. Look here, you can see the space that crosses these 2 stitches. And we do it in pairs. Into my double stitch like this. And here look. Friends, these spaces will be formed. These eyes, okay, well. Small and medium size we are going to make 33 like this one. Large and extra large size we are going to make 36 like this one. And size 1. XL and 2XL and 3XL will do it with 39. Spaces such as these do. I am going to complete 36 in my case size girl, medium size 33. Wide a la XXL. 1XL, sorry, 1XL, 2XL and 3XL. 39, how are you saying this? We are going to complete them. Hello, I want to show you friends and the progress that I already have. Let's see how many there are. The spaces that I have left in total. For this project I have 1 2, here you will see it. These spaces, these 3 eyes. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 y. Totaled at home. Make sure that if you are weaving with a thicker wool in this case, you can do it multiple of 2 if they are in pairs and. Let's see how much it measures so far. Goes from here to here. Has without pulling it like this couple. So. And here. Has approximately 27 centimeters. What would be 54? 54 in total, yes, half 54 in total. Then what are we going to do here first? We will accommodate this cordoncito to stay even, well paired. So and once I have it, I'm going to stop by here. In this case I do not know if. I think we are going to leave it here in the center. It seems to you. Here in the center. And in this case, I am going to start here. I'm going to take this strand, and I'm going to make him a single stitch. And in this case I make a chain stitch. And in this same space. I don't know whether to do it, but I think so. Let's do a double crochet. Or I will leave 2 chain stitches. I am very indecisive, truth friends and friends. I'm looking at the way it looks prettier like this. To start I'm going to knit at a double crochet and a chain stitch in the same space I will knit. Dos double crochet. I go to the space that follows or to the little eye that follows. And we will knit 2 double crochets. 1 chain stitch and 2 double crochets in the same space. So. And I'm going to do this until I complete this whole round. 1. 2 1 chain stitch. And 2 double crochets. Round number 1 complete my round. Once this is our first round, it is over. I'm going to stop by here, where I have the second chain stitch with a slip stitch. I'm going to move on here to the next one. To the next stitch you slip stitch. And here in the center, I start knitting without chain stitch like this. Unsingle stitch. 2 chain stitches and a single stitch in the same space. A stitch chain. And in the same space, 1 single stitch and 1 second single stitch. To have a fan left. Now I make a chain stitch separation of a chain stitch. I'm going to stop by 1 2 3 4 and here is where I have the chain stitch. I leave 2 double crochets. 1 chain stitch and 2 double crochets in the same space. So. A chain stitch I'm going to pass. 1 2 3 4 and where I have the chain stitch. You dos double crochet. A chain stitch and in the same space we do. Dos double crochet. A chain stitch again went to where I have 1. The chain stitch space to form my next. Fan 2 double crochet 1 chain stitch and 2 double crochet. 1. 2 1 chain stitch. Step. And I repeat 1. Dos chain stitch. And 1 and 2 like this. So I complete my round. At the end of my round, I make the union. Let's remember. Single stitch 1 and second chain stitch. Slip. y en el center. I leave a single stitch loop. Without making the chain stitch here, I have the slip stitch. Single stitch. Dos chain stitches y double crochet. And we will always start a chain stitch the same way. Dos double crochet. And in this case I'm going to stop by here. In this part, I'm going to start knitting. Where is the chain stitch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will take from here the space. Stitch backwards. I close and go here, where I have the next fan. YU1 2 1 chain stitch. 1. Y2 2 double crochet. And this is how I will stay in this round. Now I'm going to stop by here again to the center and start with 6 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, Y6. Loose here I take. I grab the strand and pass it. I close and move on to the next fan. And I'm going to knit him. Dos double crochet. 1 chain stitch and 2 double crochets. In the same space. And I will do this until I complete my whole round. Once my round is over, this is how it turned out. Let's make the closure here. Single stitch and in the second chain stitch. Slip stitch. Slip. In the center of the fan. Unsingle stitch sin chain stitch dos chain stitches. A double crochet chain stitch. Dos double crochet. It happened to me before the puff. I passed 2 stitches and before the puff. Let's knit a poof 1 2. 3 4. 5. And 6 double crochets. It happened here before the fan. Step. I close and make a chain stitch. And I'm going to stop by here. After the puff. And you another poof. 1 2. 3 4 5 Y6. I'm going to stop by where I have the space. I close here. Step closure. And I'm going to where I have the fan in U1. Dos double crochet una chain stitch. And 2 double crochets in the same space. And this is how it has turned out. I'm going to stop by after the 2 stitches before the puff and I repeat. I already have the 6 stitches step. I close, I make a chain stitch. And after the puff, I leave the following poof 1. Six double crochet. Here is where the chain stitch space is. Step leaving the strand backwards. I close and pass where I have the fan. U2 double crochets. A chain stitch and in the same space. Dos double crochet. And this must be repeated until the entire round is completed. And this is already my round 1, 2, 3, round number 4. I want to show you friends up to this point. I've already finished my round and this is how it's going to look like. I am going to make the union, here in the second chain stitch with a slip stitch. I slide and start knitting. My first single stitch. 2 chain stitches and a double crochet, 1 chain stitch and 2. Here 2 double crochets. Now I'm going to stop by, without chain stitching here in the center of the poof. And I'm going to knit a poof 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And 6, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6 loose. I close. I assure you, and I'm going to stop by where I have the fan. And you a fan. Dos double crochet, una chain stitch. And 2 double crochets in the same space. And it's going to stay like this. And I'm going to go downtown again and you. Again a poof in the center of the 2 poofs. 3, 4. 5, 6, 2, 4, 6. Yes sûr. It happened to me and you again. My next fan. And I will do this until I complete my whole round. This is how it will look like in this part. The poof like this. Yes, then I will complete my entire round. This is how it will stay and I will be back. All ready to finish my round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I make the slip stitch, deslizo single stitch, 2 chain stitches and double crochet to start a chain stitch. In the same space 2 double crochets. And we are going to pass in this case. I'm going to make him a chain stitch and here in the middle of the poof. We are going to go through this circle in the middle here. And let's knit a double crochet. And in the same space a double crochet. Or I think we are going to remove the chain stitch. We are going to remove the chain stitch for the time being. And we are just going to do the 2 low stitches that we sorry double crochet. Here in the middle to the middle of the puff, look at 2. And I go to where I have the next fan and you. 1, 2, 1 chain stitch. And in the same space we are going to knit 2 double crochets. And I come back to where the poof is. Here in the middle. We passed. And you 1. And in the same space. The second. 2 double crochets and I pass. To the U fan 2 double crochets. 1 chain stitch and 2 double crochets. And so I will continue, weaving to completion of this round. Happen to me where the poof is. 1, 2 and where is the fan 1, 2, 1 chain stitch. One and 2. I am going to complete this one, which is already round 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and round number 6. I want to show you friends. So far I am about to finish my round. And we will make the union. We already know how true, and from now on I will bead. Because it will always start. And it will end anyway. Yes, so here we start with 2 chain stitches after our single stitch, double crochet una chain stitch, and double crochet to complete the fan. Now I'm going to stop by and I'm going to make him a chain stitch. And here in the middle of the 2 stitches, I leave 2 double crochets. I will repeat this stitch. Let's do it 1 chain stitch of separation, and I'm going to stop by and we're going to do these, double crochet a chain stitch to C, and in the same space, dos double crochet, and again a chain stitch. I pass half of the 2 stitches and U1, 2 1 chain stitch, and I'm going to move on to the next fan. 1 2 double crochet una chain stitch, and 2 stitches high, and I am going to do this until I complete my round. A stitch chain. I pass halfway through the 2 stitches. 1 2 1 chain stitch, and I repeat. I will complete this round 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I finish this one, which is my round number 7. And if up to this moment, friends, you are liking this video and would like me to make more beautifuls like this one, don't forget to leave a like. That helps me a lot, so that I may know if they are liking these projects and being able to weave them more like this. Yes. We finish this round and return. Once my round is over 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Round number 8 has already started. Here with the single stitch, 2 chain stitches and double crochet, yes. And we make a chain stitch. And again 2 double crochets. And a chain stitch. I will repeat. La round anterior. 1 chain stitch past me in the middle and U2. Dos double crochet una chain stitch. I move on to where I have the next fan. And you a fan. Chain stitch separation. And again 2 double crochets. A chain stitch I pass in the middle. And I repeat the same process again. Yes, as I told you, it will be the same as in the previous round. A chain stitch and you the fan stitch. And I will do this until I complete my whole round. Nice, nice. Easy, easy. Complete my round and return. I want to show you, friends. Up to this point, I have already finished my round. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and this is round number 9. For our round number 9, let's start anyway. I make here a chain stitch and inside the space, let's knit him anyway. Dos double crochet, a chain stitch, and I pass. And you the fan that follows as it corresponds. Then in this round, there will not be no modification. Look, it will be the same as the previous round, a chain stitch. Dos double crochet, a chain stitch, and we make the fan again. I will complete this round and return. I want to show you, friends. By now I have finished my round. Round 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And I have already started to weave my round, which is round number 10. For her we are going to make her, after our fan, a chain stitch. I'm going to go to the center and I'm going to knit him 3 double crochets. In the same space, a separating chain stitch. I pass to where I have the fan. And you my fan as it should be. 2 double crochet, 2 chain stitches and 2 double crochet. And I make a chain stitch. I stop by again to where I have the 2 stitches. And in the center we make 1, 2, Y3 1 chain stitch. And I move on to the next space and you my fan. And I will do this until I complete my whole round. Then round 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, round number 10. I finish it and return. I want to show you, friends, I have already finished my 10th round. Let's go for round number 11. I'm going to make him a chain stitch. I'm going to stop by here in the middle and I'm going to knit. In this case, 1 2 3 and 4 double crochets. In the stitch in the center, I'm going to stop by. I make a chain stitch, I move on to the next one. Fan and you. The fan to see, I will repeat the chain stitch. And the double crochet here 1, 2 1 chain stitch and again 1 and 2. A chain stitch, I'm going to pass this space until it reaches half of. And here we are going to make 1 for you. In the same space, 2 3 4 double crochet. A chain stitch and I come here to the next reason and you my fan as it corresponds. And I am going to do this until I complete this, which is already my 11th round, and that's how it is. How it will look like. I want to show you, friends, I have already finished my round. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Round number 11 is the one I have just finished. And I'm going to start knitting. This is my 12th round. This next round is going to be very easy, because we are going to make a chain stitch after our fan. That is always, let's start with it. And we are going to pass here in the middle of these 4 stitches. And let's knit 2 double crochets. Let's form a fan, just like the one we are weaving. Dos double crochet and a chain stitch. And in the same space we are going to knit 2 of them. Double crochet. A chain stitch and I'm going to stop by here in the middle. And we will knit 2 double crochet, 1 2 1 chain stitch. And in the same space, let's knit 2 double crochets and a chain stitch. Yes, this is how we are going to weave everything around. That's how it happened to me. Up to half of these 4 stitches. Double crochet 1, 2 1 chain stitch and in the same space, 1 and 2 I will complete this round, and remember that the separation will be of a chain stitch. Complete my round and return. I want to show you, friends. So far I have 1 2 3 4 5 to see. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 y 12. Let's finish our 12th round in this case. Let's make him a chain stitch and I'll stop by to the last chain stitch and I make a slip stitch. Slip. Step, and let's start here 1 2. And in this space I'm going to start knitting a double crochet. A chain stitch and in the same space you. Double crochet, yes. I make a chain stitch. I'm going to move on to this next space and you. A double hook. 2 1 chain stitch YU. Dos double crochet. And then I make a chain stitch and repeat again. 1 2 1 chain stitch Y. Two stitches to these. In the same space, this is our 13th round. A stitch chain. I go through and repeat the same process. Then I am in round number 13. Round number 14 and 15. We are going to knit it, just like this one, which is round number 13. Then I do round 13, 14, 15 and return. I want to show you, friends and the progress I have. Let's see how many rounds I left behind. En total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17 and 18 rounds in total, yes. I decided to leave him until round number 18 if, in this case, the size girl can leave it in the round number 17, the girl and the medium. Or even in 15 if you need it up to here, okay? This is the long one, everyone will leave the length they need. Now I am going to continue in this part. Let's do the following. Let's go upstairs and make him a chain stitch. Here, sorry, a single stitch. And we make 1, 2. And I start knitting the fan accordingly. We already know that we will always start. The same truth, friends. With the first fan. Now let's make a chain stitch and I'm going to stop by here. And I'm going to start knitting him. Dos double crochet una chain stitch. And 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain stitches. And I am going to spend this space. Without knitting it, I'm going here, where I have my next fan. Is more, I will leave you the following way. 1, 2, 3. Chain stitches and I'm going to stop by and make a single stitch. 1, 2, 3 chain stitches. And I'm going to stop by and I'm going to double crochet it. Double crochet, chain stitch and double crochet. A second double crochet to complete. The fan does. Now a separating chain stitch. And I go here to the next fan and you too. 2 double crochets with a chain stitch. And 2 double crochets in the same space. We already have these dosora, we are going to repeat this process. We make 1, 2, 3. Chain stitches and I pass here in the middle and you a stitch. Low. 1, 2, 3 chain stitches and I pass by and make 1 here. Dos double crochet una chain stitch. 2 double crochet, let's knit. The fan is appropriate. A stitch chain. Again you. 1, 2, 1 chain stitch and in the same space. Dos double crochet. And since we have these 2 fans, as here these 2, we repeat the process. We make 1, 2, 3. And here I am going to stop by and do it on the fan. L single stitch. 1, 2, 3 and I come here and we do it again. The fan does. What do you think? Nice, nice, easy, easy. And so I will go to completion. My whole round. This is already round number 19. And remember the size. Girl and medium, measure it before doing the process. May need only until round 15 or 16, for example. Goes complete and back. I want to show you, friends, until now. I have already finished my round. Let's remember that these 2 must look like this. And also to remind you that the size girl and medium will remove. In this case, 3 of which are 3 reasons to begin with, yes. 1, 2, and 3. Look. Watch out because it's going to be very important here. This explanation look at. Here is this part, this line is the closure line. It would be the one I have here. Yes, and if we remove 1, 2 and 3, it would be up to here. This is the following link. And the link one is the one I need here. Then instead of placing 36 reasons such as these. You're going to leave him, you're going to take 3 off. At the beginning you will leave 30 and 3, 1, 2, 3, yes, size girl. And medium, and then we will remove one piece from the top here. So that it is not so big now. I will continue. Remember that we have to have 2 in the space. Or the union here goes, then I'm going to pass up to here to this space. I make my slip stitch. Here I slide again and do my single stitch. We are not even going to change this. Here they are going to stay. The beginnings of the fans goes. We make a separating chain stitch. And here in this part, let's knit the next double crochet. I am going to do a round very similar to the previous round. Here I already have these 2 fans. These are not going to be changed, these are going to continue being the same truth surah. Let's knit him. 1, 2, 3 and 4 chain stitches, and I'm going to go halfway through. Why you my single stitch 1, 2, 3, 4 chain stitches, and I pass in you the fans. As appropriate. Half of them are going to start to form like a pair of spiders, which are the ones I need to give it shape. To me, in this case, to my motive. My thread is already getting tangled here. Is that, you know, one thing I overtook it to see how it would look like. This in the night. And I gave him a few rounds ahead of him, Eureka, I broke him to explain how. Now here. Let's repeat the next fan. Let's knit him. 1, 2, 1 chain stitch, and in the same space we will knit the next fan. And we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I go and do my single stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain stitches, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I pass by and repeat again. The fan part then. Here the only thing I understand, friends, was to add a chain stitch to it, right? The rest will be the same, complete my round and return. I want to show you, friends. See how we are going to do it. The division side. I recommend that for small size and medium size they put the same amount of the cuff. I'm going to leave him. 1, 2, 3. For 5, 6 the same, and you can leave 5 if you prefer it. That would look more or less like this. Cuff for small and medium size. Or in this case, look what I did was the following. I have barely finished my round. So here I have already put some pants on it, yes. How are we going to measure these? These little things that you see here, from here conform to a reason, and from here it is. As the following reason goes. Then I'm going to leave him, let's see. I am going to leave him. Or I go to work 1. I'm going to tell you about where the fans, for example, here would be 1. Here would be the second. The third, and here. In these 2 I'm going to make the 4th, and so I'm going to leave. And on the other side I'm going to get this one. Which will include 2 more. Yes, and I will continue here then. In this case. I already finished the round, but this round was actually the one with the 4 low stitches. Yes, I will go to doing it step by step. Even if they do not count. There at home, you will see what it is all about. And how much we are going to leave behind. I have already started here. Look, here I am. Remember that here were the 4 chain stitches and 4 chain stitches. Okay, then I'm going to stop by here. Here. Y. Let's knit him. I have the first reason. We will all follow the step by step. Here we do. 1 2 3 4 chain stitches, and I'm going to move here to this single stitch. Why you unsingle stitch? 1 2 3 4 chain stitches, I'm going to move on to the next space. And we are going to knit him. Here, how appropriate, yes, are 2 fans. The ones I have to knit here. A separating chain stitch. I make my next fan. And you hear we already knit the fan. Now, 1 2 3 4 chain stitches, I am going to move here to this space. And you my single stitch. 1 2 3 4 chain stitches. And I'm going to make the next one. On the following 2 fans. We already know how to weave, don't we, friends? These do not change. And here are 2 more. Y. We do 1 2 3 4 chain stitches, I'm going to stop by here. YUL single stitch. On the previous single stitch. 1 2 3 and 4, and look at. So here's 1, here's the beginning. 1 reason or 1 pair of fans 1. Here I have like spider 2. Another spider 3. And here I have the other spider. But I already have the separation. Yes, then here I am going to knit this next fan. How appropriate. 1 2 1 chain stitch you. 2 other double crochets. And I'm going to do a separation in this case. From 2 chain stitches I will leave it with 2 chain stitches. Now look. Here only. I'm going to leave him on the other side so he doesn't forget me. The marker. And I'm going to open it so you know at home. How much I left behind I did. In this case here I have this truth. This one I will not knit. This fan would be a fan end. The spider and then 2 fans. And the little spider. Here I have the third set of fans, the spider. 4. Lara 5 to C. Let's repeat because I have already turned here. With the thread that was pulled goes, then here we have this one. And half. Yes, and here we have a little spider. The fans 2 spiders the fans. 3 spiders the fans. 4 spiders these fans. And 5 spiders, and I'm going to leave this one and take this one. What is the stitch? Fan, yes, then let's leave him 5 spiders. 5 we have to leave. For plus size, yes, for plus size. And the extra large size decides whether to let him. 6 for example then. Let's count it faster, okay? Here we have the fan. Half of the fan. A fan and a spider, let's count the spiders. 1 2 3 4 5, and here in the second fan. Here is the second fan after my spider. Those chain stitches. I'm going to move on to the. First I ignore it, and in the second fan, which is this one. There you. I withdraw my marker first. Yes, like this. There it is. And here I get the sleeve part, yes then. How many spiders we leave friends and friends' friends? 5 Truth 5 spiders do you think? Well, I will continue to weave. This. I'm going to take a little bit of advantage goes 1 2 3 4 and I continue. 2 3 4 You're a look at friends here. I have kept an eye on with the distribution, okay? 2 fans and the spider. 2 fans and the spider, yes, that's why we left it here. This hanging fan without weaving it from here and here. For me to continue with the same technique or with the same mechanics. Now after having made the separation, let's see how many spiders we are going to leave behind. 1. Here I have the second 2 3 4. 5 6 and 7 spiders we are going to leave. For the front part then I'm going to knit, as appropriate, those 7 spiders and I'll be back for the next marker or separation goes. Then here. We have just the fans and the first spider. A stitch chain. Here you have the second fan. One, 2, 3, 4 chain stitches. And I'm going to stop by and make the spider number 2 1. 2 3 y 4. Here I have already made this one, which is the number 2 spider, right? Look at 1 and 2. And continue as appropriate. My first fan. Here we make the second. There at home leave me your comment 1 2 3 and 4. With which thread it is being woven at home 1 2 3 and 4. Yes, with crystal with aniseed. Are weaving it with in Cappadocia style. What others can knit them? Can also be with angarite. Continues. I don't know, I would like to hear from you. Can also use omegas, only they are thin, yes. For example, the eulalie is the one I am using 1 2 3 and 4. Here I pass. And here we do. Then look, I already have from. Since I made the separation. 1 2 3 4 4 spiders up to here. I want to show you, friends. Here was the separation of the sleeves. And I've already gained a little more advantage. Then let's count. Separation 1, 2 3. 4 5. 6. And here I am at number 7. And what do I have to do? Here I am going to move on to this fan that follows. I'm going to knit my fan a chain stitch. Here you. The 2 stitches to complete, and from here. Here in this part, I'm going to leave the marker on the other side, so that you can see it again at home. Yes, it is the next cuff. So here we leave it pending. This one, and we will count the little spiders we are going to pass. Here we leave this. Without knitting truth, then here is 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 spiders in total in here. This first fan I pass it without knitting. This one we pass on without knitting, and we go to where the second one is, the one who is close to the little spiders that follow. We are going to go there, but first we are going to put him 2 chain stitches, and I'm going to stop by as far as I have my marker, which is the second fan. Here we remove the marker. EU. The fan. What do you think? Nice, nice. Easy, easy. Step by step to go home. My friends who are beginners also achieve. Do it then. Here I already have this one that will be my other cuff. Yes, and I will continue. And I will complete the little spiders that I need. Look, for example, at the from here I already had the separation, and here I have 1, 2, and 3 spiders. 4, 5, 6, and 7, yes. Then we have to have 7 spiders also on the back. 3, 4 chain stitches, Y. Single stitch 1, 2, 3, 4. And I pass by and make the stitches it corresponds, do you think? Then from here we will repeat the same process. Here we already have the separation of the sleeves, and I will complete until I get here to where I have the closure again. Look, friends, we will continue with the process. But I wanted to show them to you on the mannequin. But I found that the mannequin is busy with this nice top. If you would like to know how to weave it, remember that down here in the description box, we'll find the link. It's super cute. I have placed it. Here are a few stories that make it look super elegant. Is very nice. But the best is very easy. And I gave them the recommendations for size: big, medium, girl, extra large. So they go to the link below. So you don't forget how to weave it. It's super beautiful. Now we are going to teach them the part. I want to show you, friends and friends, what it looks like now. The part. I liked it a lot. This touch on the top. And here we can already see the separation. In this case of the cuff. Yes, and we see that on the front side it has 1. Let's count the spiders: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which would already be the part. Of the separation, 7 so far, yes, and 5 in the part of the sleeve. And see how beautiful she is looking so far. So we will continue quickly with the process. If you got this far, my friend, I'm going to ask you. Leave me your comment. What color are you knitting? I would like to know what color you are weaving it. And also leave me a like as support. In this case, if you leave your thumb up, means that you are interested in me continuing to do more content like this one, so leave a little hand up. If you want me to continue doing more content like this, so I can know if you liked it and knit many more, so that's good. I will continue. But with this today I bid farewell. See you in the next video. So don't miss it. Remember that I am Mari Rolone, and I will be waiting for you in the next link I leave you here at the bottom, in the description box, and in the first comment. Now, friends, let's continue with the process. Yes. We have already seen how it looks on the mannequin. Until this round, which is the separation round. For this, after my 4 chain stitches, I will join. Con slip stitch. I slip by. I make my first single stitch. 2 chain stitches and a double crochet. A chain stitch and 2 double crochets to complete my fan. A chain stitch step in U. Here 1. And 2 unchain stitch, and we do the second one. The 2 stitches that follow. To make the second fan. Now let's knit 1, 2. Let's see, let's repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Happened to me here, where I have the single stitch and make the union. I make 2 chain stitches, these 2 chain stitches. We will not count them. We will ignore them. Then I'm going to stop by. In this case we have chain stitches on the upside down side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Let's remember these 2 to 1. Chain stitches are not counted, so I start knitting double crochets. 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Those chain stitches. That I will not count. See, ahora we are going to turn again. On the right side. Y en el primer stitch. I'm going to knit my double crochet. Let's remember that the 2 chain stitches are ignored. Yes, then. Watch out, because I am going to place a marker on double crochet. This is my double crochet. And I'm going to stop by, and we're going to knit him the second one. If you notice, I'm taking the stitch. But I am not taking the chain stitches because we are ignoring them. Then 2, 3, 4. 5. Y6. Double crochet again, ignoring the chain stitches. Yes, look. And I'm going to stop by. In this case, where do I have this fan that follows? And in it we are going to weave the fan as it should be. I will leave the hearts to you. Only for 2 reasons. To locate. And when I close the round I will tell you how to continue. Weaving, yes, only then they are not necessary. Only so that it can be located more easily at home. Here we make these 2 fans as they correspond. If you want your to fit a little more loose, you are going to leave a separating chain stitch here. In this case 2 chain stitches, yes. Then for example here, we can place you. Instead of a chain stitch we can leave 2 and continue. Weaving here. As appropriate. Now we are going to make 1, 2. 3, 4, 5 and 6 chain stitches. Remember what you are going to wear. The 2 separation fans. I have 6 chain stitches and I leave my single stitch up to here. 1 and 2 chain stitches. And we will do the following. I'm going to turn the upside down part. And here we are going to start knitting. Here in this first stitch chain. 1. In which it follows. 2. Next. 3, 4. 5. Y6. Double crochet. Remember the 2 chain stitches, we ignore them. 2 chain stitches that we ignored again. And we are going to turn. As we ignore those 2 chain stitches, I'm going to start to weave from here. A double hook. And where is the double crochet? Here where I finished the double crochet. I place the scoreboard. And then I'm going to the next one. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So far in these 2. I will not count them, but 2 forgotten chain stitches. I move on to the next reason. Where is my fan? And now I'm going to leave from now on. But in a hurry, right? Here we make fan 2. Chain stitches. You can leave up to 3 friends. Extra large size I can leave you 3 for example. But it is important. Measuring it will always be important to measure it because some friends like the a little more slack, and there are some friends who prefer to do it more reduced or were also ordered smaller. Okay, then here we have these 2 reasons, yes, and the same. Let's do it in the next one and in the next one. Until completing all my round, I will complete my entire round and return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once my round is over, I am going to make the union in the second chain stitch. Con slip stitch. This is how we will always end this round. I slide over and start with a single stitch. Dos chain stitches, a double crochet to start with the first fan. 1 chain stitch and 2 double crochets in the same space. Dos chain stitches. I stop by here to where I have this next chain stitch. Sorry, to this next fan we make 2 1 chain stitch. Dos double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain stitches and I will link. Right here where I have the marker. These 2 chain stitches I do not count them. I'm going to where I have the double crochet and use single stitch. 1, 2, 3 chain stitches. I'm going to move on to where I have the fan, and if we see that it is very tense, as on this occasion we left him instead of 3, 4 chain stitches, you think 1, 2, 3, 4. On the stitch, remember on the double crochet, single stitch 1, 2, 3, 4 chain stitches, and I go to where I have the following fan. And you my fan as it should be. And let us remember that from now on there are 2 chain stitches for the next fan. And let's see if it looks good with this one. With this separation, look, I don't know, I can't see that it is like as tight. Maybe we'll leave it at that, it seems to you. If it's okay with you, or we'll leave it on 3. I'm going to make the next 3 to see what it looks like. 1, 2, 3 just to see what it looks like and check it out. How it fits us best. I'm going to where I have this marker. Single stitch 1, 2, 3. And I move on to the next chain stitch and you both double crochets. 1 chain stitch and 2 double crochet as 2 correspond. 2 and again. Here we do the following. And we will already assess if we take the 4 or we keep the 3. Yes, look, here is the 4. And that of 3. I say we'll take the 4-year-old, right? Okay, then we'll take the 4, and remember that we are going to place, here we are going to add 1 more chain stitch. Instead of 3 it will be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the stitch end. Ignorando lost chain stitches single stitch. 1 2 3 4 and I repeat the same process. Until completing. My whole round looks like. Okay. I will complete to see here. All my round and back. And look how beautiful it is, it's looking nice. Dio easy easy. At home take out your crochet and your material and start weaving it at once, my friend. Remember that the above links appear at the bottom. Once my round is over, I will close in the second chain stitch con and slip stitch. I slide and start knitting these 2 fans. Truth that we have to have here at the beginning. And we will repeat our round. 1 1 2 chain stitches. I make my next fan. So, you're here in this part. The only thing that will change from my first round, this is the round. Look at the reason it will be composed of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rounds and we repeat again. This is round number 1 then. The only thing that will change is that we are going to make him 1 2 3 and 4 chain stitches from now on. Round 1 4 chain stitches, round 2 4 chain stitches, round 3 4 chain stitches. I am going to make the union where I have the single stitch. 1 2 3 and 4 chain stitches and I'm going to pass. And you 2 double crochet a chain stitch and 2 stitches in the same space, and this is how it will look. And I repeat 2 chain stitches again. 2 double crochets to complete my fan, 1 chain stitch. And 2 double crochets. 2 3 4 I go back to where I have the single stitch link. I make a single stitch. 1 2 3 4 chain stitches Y. I pass by and you my next fan. And I'm going to do this to complete this, which is my number 1 round. So complete in this case, look at friends and friends. Round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. Yes, then this. This one is here. Is round 1. I told you something a while ago. Different, but no, we will not. Because there is still time. Is that these 3 little ties have to be formed here. 1 2 3 4 are 4 rounds and this is round 5. Es la round number 1 and this is round number 2 1. I think I told them wrong, okay then. This would be round number 1. 2 and 3 4 1 2. Let's put round number 3, this would be round 4. And I repeat again. Yes, to see and hear, because then nothing else. What we have to do is to leave these 3 little ties that I am already in the second round, yes. It's okay. Let's finish this round. In case anyone kept the above explanation. Let's finish this round so you know. And we will accompany them until the end of this reason to restart, yes. Round 1 2 3 4 1 2. 1 round 2 to continue with round 3. I want to show you, friends. Look up here, I have already finished my round, which was round 1 round 2. And we are going for round 3, which is done in the same way as 2. We make 4 chain stitches. I make my single stitch. 4 chain stitches. And you the fan part. Yes, that's all we're going to do to him. To this round. The rest is completely the same. Yes, therefore, as I have repeated. We are going to complete our entire round. And back we already have 1 2 3 is here 1 2 and 3. I want to show you, friends, I have already finished this round. Then we already have round 1 2 3. And we go for round 4 1 2 3. And we are going for this round, which is round number 4. 1 2 3 4 5 6 chain stitches. And I'm going to stop by and I'm going to knit a single stitch. 2 chain stitches and I will rotate. And I'm going to start here. Let's remember that we are not going to count these 2 chain stitches. I'm going to stop by and we're going to knit him. The first double crochet. We close our stitch here. And here we place a marker so that our friends and our friends who are beginners, you can see here that this is the stitch that we are going to knit. These 2 chain stitches, I ignore them. I move on to the next stitch. Double crochet. Morocco 2 3 4. 5. Y6. And we are going to make 2 chain stitches. So 2 chain stitches to C. I'm going to undo here my thread that has become entangled with my friends and friends. If the center is coming out, only the outside is. Got together now, what are we going to do? Let's turn in this case our fabric on the right side. And in the first space, remember that a double hook. And on the stitch we place the marker here. And then I move on to the next one. 2 3 4. 5. And where I have the marker is the last stitch to knit. What would be stitch number 6? There you the double crochet. I move on to the next fan. You the fan as it corresponds. On this occasion. And I make a chain stitch. Dos double crochet. 2 chain stitches. I make my next fan. And I repeat again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 chain stitches. Passo you on single stitch. This is how it will stay. And then we make 2 chain stitches. Backhand side twist again. And we make from this first space my first double crochet and we place marker on double crochet. And then I continue. 2 3 4 5 6. I'm going overboard with 2 chain stitches. I turn back to the right side, which is where we begin to weave like this. And in this part, I start from the first space. To the first one, let me get a marker for them to see at home. From the first space, I make a double crochet and place the marker. One, 2. Three, 4, 5. And where the scoreboard is, it would be number 6. Y. I continue with the fan as appropriate until completing my whole round, and this would already be our round number 4. Look. And that's how we are going to be left with. From now on, we are going to be lengthening as much as we need. Once completed, let's weave this one, which is the one from the first round, and sew 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 4 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Until obtaining the length I need, so I'm going to goad. And in a little while I'll be back. And if so far, friends, this video is being useful to you, and you would like me to do more videos like this, don't forget to leave a like. That will help me a lot to see if this is what they want me to keep weaving, or we switch to other garments. If so, leave a like and your comment on what other garments you would like to see en el canal. So it is that to advantage and back. Okay, once you move the desired length, in my case I left 8 reasons like these. Yes, at home you decide how many are in need. Look at. Here we start with the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, y8. And the only thing I am going to do to finish with my last round is going to be here at this first stitch. Well, I'm going to leave it instead of knitting it. Single stitch, I'm going to start it with 2 chain stitches, and in the same space I am going to start knitting a double hook. The chain stitches, I will not count them. I'm going to move on to the next stitch and you a double crochet. On the chain stitch you a double crochet. On the double crochet stitch. On the following stitch, double crochet, then I'm just going to go knitting a double hook for each stitch of the previous round. Yes, double crochet, and then here we have the fan. Double crochet next stitch. Double crochet here in the middle we have a stitch chain. We can leave it like this or we can leave it on the chain stitch. Double crochet. Double crochet, and here we have 4. Then let's go weaving 1, 2, 3, y4, and then here on the single stitch double crochet. And I continue with 4 double crochets. Here the following 2, 3, 4. And on the double crochet I leave double crochet. So if you notice, we are just weaving a double hook for each double crochet from the previous round. Here we have a chain stitch, another stitch. So I will complete all my round and back, stitch by stitch. And this is how it will look like. Complete and return. Once my round is over, I will ignore these 2 chain stitches, and I'm going to stop by where I have this stitch and make a slip stitch. Now, I'm going to move on to the next stitch and slide, but only by taking half of the chain stitch. And this because I think it remained like a little loose in this part. Then with this we are going to recover. Another option is to crochet it with a crochet half smaller number. Double crochets, yes. Or stitch it, as I am doing here. Take only by taking alone half of the chain stitch, half of the chain stitch, and I slide. Half of the chain stitch, slide. Half of the chain stitch, slide. You're a yes. With this round I would be ending for this. The length of the you're a yes, look at that. Normal is no longer open. And I will do this until I complete my entire round. And I will return. And I will show you what it looks like. You think it's good, friends? Remember that. I am Mari Rolone. I upload content every day to this channel. And if you liked it, is tutorial, I would like you to give me a little hand upstairs for me. to be able to continue creating more beautiful content. With much love to all of you. And so by leaving me a like, I'm going to know that you liked this video. And I will make more garments like this one, so I will take advantage. Look at how it is turning out. A little bit more closed. And in a little while longer I will be back. I want to show you, friends and how the result has turned out. End of our beautiful. What do you think of the way it looks? I love the way it turned out. I don't think you can see every detail here. At the top your poof. And how the diamond stitch has turned out. The termination. Super cute. And remember friends, that if they were lost, of the number 1 and number 2 part of this, we'll find it in the first comment or in the description box. And another thing, if you would like to, don't forget to leave a like for the knitter with sleeves. And your comment to pass you the link. Only to those who leave their comments. And this obviously after the chat. From live chat. Friends. Because then they take away my comments. And they don't let me see them anymore goes. Then leave it at the end. Here in a normal comment. To be able to send them. Only to friends who are interested in. Knit his sleeve. See you. Until the next. Friends, we will continue. With the sleeve part. That I have been asked for a lot. Then look, let's do the following. Let's find out what our backside is. Yes, where is the beginning, and we are going to start here. In this part, look at. We started. And here with 2. We make. La primer chain stitch. Just to secure our first stitch. And then we will go overboard until we reach all 3 of us. And let's start the range. With a double crochet. A stitch chain. And a double crochet. A second double crochet. And then I'm going to lose this one, later it goes. Then we have to complete these 3, remember. Which are 3 as you did at the bottom. Then we make 1, 2, 3. For chain stitches, and here we go in U. L single stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain stitches. And I move on to the next space. And U the fan. Yes, then so far there has been no modification. But let's see how we are going to knit it under the arm. Yes, look. So far everything is normal, isn't it? As you did the stitch at the bottom. Then I will continue to weave. Until reaching here on the other side, because here under the arm. Let's see how we are going to weave it. And in this part of here, my friends. Yes, so that in this case. So that they do not have any left. Too big, for example, I don't want the sleeve so big. Well, instead of making the chain stitch, we will reduce it. Yes, in this case, for example, instead of making the chain stitch, I remove the chain stitch in U. So. Yes, the fan, but no longer chain stitch separation. Here we decrease this stitch chain. Look here, I have a little bit left. Little wool, friends. Yes, but we will reach the point of weaving. In this case, the law. The manga is 2, 3, 4 without to see 4, 4, 4, 4, nothing more 4. Y single stitch. 2, 3, 4 and fan. Here. Y and chain stitch. Happened to me. Here on this side. Now yes. I just wanted to show you that there will be no chain stitch. Because that was And here, on this side, then, already. We continue. I have arrived. Up to this stitch, look, I've already made the round around here. You're here in this part. Look at how it looked under the arm. This is how it will look under our arm. Yes, then what are we going to do? I'm going to stop by here because look, I need a fan. Then I'm going to stop by here, and I will knit 2 double crochets, 1 Y2 1 chain stitch. And then I'm going to move on to this space that is here. Yes, where it was already the bottom part, so here in this part. Let's take and we'll knit 2 double crochets. And here we are going to complete is this phase, yes. And then I'm going to go over to the other side. These chain stitches without knitting it on this side of here. Without making chain stitch, I will complete another fan. What is the phase on the other side? Then here we make 1, 2, and I make a separating chain stitch. And I'm going to stop by here, look my friends, where it is. The part of how? Of the fan. Yes, in this part, just as I did here, look. Just as I did here. I'm going to do it here on this side. In this space I leave 2 double crochet. And here it would be formed as. I have this reason, and then I have 2 fans. And then I have this reason on this side and down here. Together with the 2 fans. These 2 fans down here can be eliminated. Yes, then we will see how we can eliminate it. In the next round, I will close first with a slip stitch. Yes, and under the arm this is how it will look like. 1 2 3 and 4 fans. Yes, the rest is fine now. Here in this part of the sleeve. There at home. You will see, I want it this wide and they leave it that way. And you just continue to weave as you should. In case they say I don't love her. Make it a little smaller. Okay then. You can also make it a little smaller. If you notice here in this part, we have been left with, as I told you, 2 fans. That can turn it into 1 in a single fan. Or you can remove them. First we are going to turn it into 1, and then if someone likes it, can be deleted. Okay, then first, I'm going to stop by and do the slip stitch on him. 1 2 3 and I start knitting properly. My fan goes as it should. And then, the part of the reason that on this occasion, yes, we have to make our motive 1 2 3 4 5 6. Happened to me here. And I stitch. Here single stitch, I am going to return a little bit single stitch. Dos chain stitches. I'm going to turn, remember that the 2 chain stitches, I will ignore them. Happened to me here and you. A double hook. 2 3. Four, 5. Six. And we make 2 chain stitches and twist. Remember that these 2 chain stitches are not counted. Y en el primer stitch. You double crochet 1. 2 3 4. To see here. This one is already getting tangled up, friends. But it is possible for 5. And 6, and remember that the 2/1 chain stitches they are ignored and we go too far. Here's where we have the fan. And I continue to weave here as appropriate. Without chain stitch. I pass by and you a chain stitch. And the real fan. We have a new account, because the reason. And it happened to me and again 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here. L stitch. Low. 2 chain stitches and twist. And we do here. Double crochet. And remember, friend, that if you need to make the from the beginning, down here in the description box, I leave you the link. Yes, for you to go. All links always. If we need extra links, I will always leave them with you in the description box to go and check it out. Then goes here. I'm already knitting those 6 stitches I need. 2 chain stitches and we turn again. Remember that we first work like this in chain stitches, and then we rotate to make the stitches low by the double crochet for the backhand, and then we turn back to the right side. Here at the first stitch, let's knit the double crochet, because we are going to ignore the 2 chain stitches. I'm still with double crochet doing 2 3 4 5. Y6. Here. And it has already happened to me where I have. Look here, it is already like this again. Happened to me where I have the fan. And I continue to work. I'm going to give you the round until I get to where we have it. The fan's here under the arm. And I have already told you how we are going to modify them in order to reduce, in case you need it at home. I want to show you, friends, I have already reached the bottom. We have just the motifs. So in this case, if you like to reduce, let's do the following. Let's knit here. Dose double crochet. Here. And in this case we are going to knit 2. And 3. And a chain stitch, yes. And then we are going to pass on these people who are here. Those 4 stitches up to here. And we are going to knit 3 double crochet 1 2. And 3. Yes, so then we will have 1. This is going to be a fan of 3 2 and 3. Yes, we will no longer have 1 2 3 4, but we are going to take 3 now. And here in this part, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to pass and close with slip stitch. So here we are already decreasing. 1 stitch on each side. Here were 4 stitches. Here 4 stitches left, 3 3, and we decreased a chain stitch. And so there are already 1 2 3 left here. Now in the next round you will see it a little bit better. Here I am going to stop by doing my slip stitch until I get there again. In the center the same. We can start with the single stitch, remember. Dose chain stitches, Y double crochet. A stitch chain. Double crochet, Y double crochet. And for this next round we make 4 chain stitches. And remember, we ignore the 2 chain stitches and leave directly to the first stitch. And I make single stitch. 4 chain stitches. I move on to where I have the fan and you double crochet. We make the fan accordingly. 2 double crochets, 1 chain stitch and 2 double crochets. And I move on to the next one. Same process. And we go for the 4 chain stitches. And here. L single stitch. For fall as follows. Double crochet. And here it is, nice and easy to easy. So we are going to leave, friends. But before we leave, let's see how it's getting. This part is true for K at home. More or less see how the sleeve part is progressing a little bit. Yes, here you can see the progress it is taking. Look at the cuff. I am liking the way it is turning out. This little thing. Then I will complete this round and return. I want to show you, friends, I have already finished my round. And here. Let's move on to the center. And we are going to do 2 double crochets. 1 to 1 chain stitch, and we make 1. And 2. This is how it will look like. Yes, and we are going to pass. And we're going to make a slip stitch here to close it. And we have already taken 3 fans. If you want to leave him with 3, you can leave it here. We start single stitch. 2 chain stitches, and if someone likes to, for example, decrease a little more, I say it's going to look good this way for me. Yes, for this size. Now if you want to reduce more here in the next round, instead of leaving him, for example, you can leave 4 but without chain stitch. And then in the middle of those 4 you just knit 3 and in the one of the 3, since you have any left, only 3 stitches. In the one in the center you knit only 2. And already of 2 only 1, and already of 1 only. You would join these 2, yes. Is the recommendation I give you for those who know. Remove that fan. Or prefer us to remove it. We do remove it at once, so that at home you can see it. I say for me it is probably not necessary. But for small and medium size, most likely yes. Depending on how you want your cuff as well. But I'm going to show you how it goes. Here in this part we already know 1 2 3 4, and I pass. Single stitch sobre L single stitch de la round anterior. 1 2 3 4. Let's see why I think here. You can't see very well, but it is true here. Okay, then I'll continue here. We already know what they are going to be. The 4 chain stitches. Here we make 2 fans. Remember that no more chain stitch separation. And here again the 4 chain stitches. Look at 4 chain stitches. I make single stitch and then 4 chain stitches. Y. Double crochet goes, then I will complete this round. Now I have arrived, I have closed this part, and I've already reached the bottom part, as I told you that we are going to reduce. Here instead of putting the chain stitch, we only put the 4 double crochet 1 2 3 and 4 to decrease. And I pass by and I continue to weave as appropriate. We already know how it continues because I have already found the whole bottom part. 1 2 and corresponds. Another round like the previous one. I make my fan first. And then the 4 chain stitches. Yes, and here we go. EU. 1 2 3 4 C to C to C here. 4 and I've already passed on to the next one. Next fan. And this is how it will stay. I am going to complete this round. I have already finished my round, friends. And the following that we are going to do is that here we are going to place you in the center of the 4 stitches. No chain stitch, but we are going to make only 3. 3 double crochets. And I come by and do my slip stitch. I slide and start with a single stitch and 2 chain stitches. And in the next round, it's up to me now. Put reason on it, let's see. Here we already have these 3 little ties 1 2 3 4 5 6. And we do. Single stitch 2 chain stitches and rotate. Yes, here we do. Double crochet. There are 6, let's remember 1 2 3. See. Now let's see. Here. 3 4 5. Y6. Those chain stitches. And here in this part we do double crochet. Double crochet continuation. Double crochet and double crochet true those 6. Stitches must be in double crochet. And remember that the last stitch is not counted. We are not going to count that chain stitches. And it already happened to me here. And here we do. The fan is appropriate. I am going to place another one, another hybrid, and here. Well, let's complete while the round seems to them. We will complete the round to arrive again. Under the arm and up to here. The length of the is more noticeable. Rather the length of the one with the sleeve right. Here you can already see the length of the sleeve, yes. Let's continue. I have already finished my round. And in this part, friends, look, we have 3 true 3 stitches in the fan. Then here I'm going to arrange it to look good. So 1 of the 3, put in the one in the center, we put 2. And we went too far. And we make the slip stitch. Slip. And I start making the fan accordingly. Now here we make the 4 chain stitches. And we switch to double crochet. And we continue, yes. And look how it was really decreasing to have here 2 fans to 1, and so it will decrease then. In this case I will complete my entire round here. We already know this part, how it is 2 3 4. And we move on to the next fan. There at home, tell me, who has already reached this stitch of making? I would like the sleeve part to leave me your comment. I will complete this round and return. I have already finished my manga. We already have only 2, and here we have half of them. We place 1. And all ready for the following. Here I go and we do the slip stitch. And the following. We would only weave the fan as it should be. To see here. If you would like to see how it looks, the part, I invite you to stay until the end of this video. I will continue to weave this round. Yes, in this case I am already missing 1 2 3 4 chain stitches. We passed 1 2 3 4 and I come by here then this round. We already know that this round and the next one are from of chain stitches. Yes, then I will finish this round. Look at how the sleeve width has turned out. Complete my round. I want to show you, friends. Up to this point, look at how it has grown and how it has declined. You can see the truth, friends. I'm liking the way it's looking. Then here to finish. Who can leave you manga 3, for example? There is 1. Sorry friends for the noise. You can leave him, for example, a short cuff like this, or you can leave a cuff, this 3/4, or they can leave you with a long sleeve. There at home you decide. What do you want your sleeve to look like? In this case, all we have left is a true stitch. So we already passed here, without weaving anything in that part, and we have already started to be accordingly. Yes, in this case we have yet to the chain stitch round. But from now on we will no longer diminish. From now on we will to give the length we need. Yes, everyone as long as they need 1 2 3 4. And I'm on my way here. Yes, then I will beat of the game. I think I'm going to leave him 1 cuff. 3/4, which was the one I was asked to leave a sleeve on. 3/4, and in this case, I am going to do the same process as I am doing to him. Here to this sleeve I am going to do in the sleeve that follows. Yes, and I'll come back and show you how it turned out. I will finish right now, just this round, in case anyone likes know how to continue it, which will be exactly the same, without doing the center thing. But in case anyone has any questions, it goes here in this part when I'm done. And let's make the union with a slip stitch. And we repeat goes. Then I'll take the lead and come back to show you the final result. I want to show you, friends. Look at the preview that I already have up my sleeve. How many reasons? 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 reasons in total. Now what am I going to do? In this part we are going to do the following. I'm going to start to make like the fist. Smaller friends. I'm going to do the 2.5mm crochet change. I'm going to switch to a crochet. 2mm, yes, then here we are going to start with our chain stitches and double crochet. Then here we make a chain stitch and we are going to knit it. Dose double crochet. Happened to me. You another fan. So. And we are going to weave in this case, friends. Instead of 4 chain stitches, is that I'm getting comfortable. Here is the friends so I don't slip. 1 2 3 chain stitches, you know. These 2 stitches are not counted, I happened here you. Single stitch 1 2 3. It happened here to where I have the fan. And I continue to weave as appropriate. So here is the only thing that has been modified. Is that there will be 3 of 3 chain stitches left. Here 3 chain stitches, here this is still the same. Until I complete my entire round. I want to show you, friends and friends, I am about to finish here. I already have the 3 stitches. And we are going to make the closure with a slip stitch. Here I am going to start lifting 2 chain stitches, that these I will ignore them. And I'm going to start knitting in the same space. A double hook. I'm going to move on to the next stitch and you double crochet. I will be knitting on the chain stitch a double crochet. Stitch by stitch. Here is another double crochet. Next double crochet, and so friends. I will continue to weave, we'll see. Remove a little material. Look. Double crochet, Y double crochet. And on chain stitches. We will also do the same process. I move on to the first chain stitch and you double crochet. Next chain stitch, you double crochet. Tertiary chain stitch, you double crochet. Fourth chain stitch. Double crochet VA. This to completion. Our entire round, and with this we ended, and so on. I am going to tell you now how we are going to do our sliding round. And with this we are now complete this round. Once completed my round in double crochet, I'm going to do the closure. But ignoring the 2 chain stitches. I'm going to stop by here. And I'm going to get over here to this stitch, and I'm going to start knitting slip stitch. taking only half of the chain stitch. I slip and slip. And this is our last round. Until completing all round. And here you can tighten the stitch to make it smaller. For example, here you tighten the stitch I will complete. I want to show you, friends. I've already finished my round. This is how it's going to look like. And here is where I started. I will pass the last slip stitch. Loose and we lose this little piece of material goes, we pass it to the next stitch. I'm going to take this one which is smaller or with the, also because it is easier with. I pass it on. I take it backwards to see it backwards. Backwards is. And this is how it will look like. So we've already lost it on the part of. On the upside down side, and now I show you how it looks like.